Hi there, my name is Kelly Brown, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to teach your dog to use the treat button. When your dogs learn how to use the treat button, they'll be able to let you know when they would like a treat. Let's take a look at Josie, the German Shepherd, asking for a treat by pushing the treat button.
Treat.
Good. Now, before we go any further, your dog will need to know how to push the treat button. So if you haven't taught them to do that already, pause this video, go back to the video on how to teach your dog to push a button, and then come back and join us. To teach your dog how to say treat with the button, you'll need 3 things. 1, your dog. 2, the treat button. And 3, your dog's favorite food rewards, broken up into small pieces about the size of your little fingernail, all ready to go. Now, there are 2 steps to teaching your dog to press the treat button. Step 1 is to teach your dog to press the treat button after you say treat. So first, pop the treat button onto the ground in front of your dog. Next, give your verbal cue treat, and then clearly point towards the treat button to encourage your dog to push the button. The moment after your dog pushes the treat button, mark the behavior by using your marker word like good or yes, and then reward your dog with a treat either by feeding it to their mouth or tossing the treat onto the ground. Treat.
Treat.
Good. Treat.
Treat.
Good. Treat.
Treat.
Good. Treat.
Treat.
Good. Step 2 is for your dog to push the treat button without you asking them to. This means that they can let you know when they want a treat without being prompted. So after your dog has learnt to push the treat button after you say treat, and you've repeated this step a number of times, all you then need to do is just to remain quiet and wait for your dog to push the treat button on their own. If you're waiting for your dog to push the treat button and nothing happens, go back to step 1, repeat that a few more times, where you give your verbal cue and prompt your dog to push the button, and then try waiting again. When your dog pushes the button on their own, mark the behavior with good or yes, your marker word, and then reward them with the treat. So let's take a look at step 2, which is Josie pushing the button on her own without me asking her to. Treat.
Treat.
Good. Treat.
Treat.
Good.
Treat.
Good. Treat.
Treat.
Good. Now, just a word of warning. Only have the treat button available to your dog when you're prepared to give them a treat. Otherwise, they might push the button all the time in the hope of a treat. Or if you're not rewarding the behavior every time, then you'll undo all of your training. So that's how to teach your dog to push the treat button to ask for a treat. I hope you enjoyed this video and make sure you check back for more.